What's up, Dinglings? Oh, that's a bad idea. Look, we scared the little one. Goodness gracious. But he cannot hear a thing. Not a thing. So don't worry. Guys, I just wanted to do something different and keep it real simple and gully and do something productive with my life. People always come up to me and they say, Matthew, how do you make your chili so good? And how do you make so much of it? And how do you always have delicious meals prepared? And I'm going to tell you 2 words. Get a crock pot. Here's the deal. Get you a pot. Make sure it's non-stick. Make sure it doesn't have a bad bacteria or a vinyl coating that can poison you. Then you want to go to the store and you want to get these things. You want to get these things. You want to get some Hunt sauce, tomato sauce, kidney buns. Little boys, alright, frijoles negros, you're going to need a bunch because let me tell you, that's nature's goodness. This bean will put you on the moon, I'm telling you. Woo! Got canned corn, not the creamy stuff. You got Hunt's stuff, sauce. A little more potatoes. This is a tiny onion. I went to the Mexican bodega down the corner and shout out to Brian Gilson. Hit him up on Instagram, Free Filth. It's my favorite artist that's alive. I went to the bodega, and let me tell you something about organic foods. They're smaller. They won't last as long, but you can know that they're not going to pump your guts up with bacteria or genetically modified surgeon oil. And look at this. I bought this ratty-ass cucumber there. It doesn't come in a bag. I was going to show you guys how to peel the labels off of these, but they don't have labels where I get them. More peppers, and a bag of meat and bones. You want to make sure the bones are finely ground so they don't stick into your teeth. It's more like a chalky powder. So what we're going to do is throw the stuff in here, sizzle it up, get it brown, right? You've already browned your meat, so you've killed the majority of the bacteria. Keep it safe, keep it clean. Dice up your onion. I think we're actually going to have an edit. We got Mexican beers. You drink 3 or 4 of them, you call your mom up, you tell them your feelings. Boom. Open every single one of these jars or get your little brother or sister to do it. Dump everything in here, your brown meats, your goos and corn and chopped up stuff, all this, chop it up, put it in there. We're going to heavily season it with cracked pepper. This is from IKEA. Costs about $39.99. I like to use a little garlic salt. It's good on anything. I think this is paprika or cayenne pepper. Either way, you're going to want to use a lot of it. You can even get a wacky Latino spice like pico limon sprinkles. Look at that. Get creative with it. And you gotta remember, season it well, because a little bit of sprinkle of salt, it's not gonna change this big old pot of flavor. Okay guys, now I'm gonna show you how to chop up some fruits and vegetables. Okay, you got your standard onion here. Let me show you this. You want to take a good sharp-ass knife and you want to sharpen it properly on like a ceramic stone. You want to do this about 86.5 times and then wash it because it's actually tiny particles of metal on here. So you want to make sure those are off. You want a knife that's so sharp that you can shave your thumbnail with it. If that shit ain't baller, I don't know what is. If you're not fucking around with knives on that level, you're not a real chef. Maybe you are. Just cut one end off here. Here. We have a visitor today who's very inquisitive. Once you get so masterful at any, little thing that you choose, you'll be so comfortable doing it. Like Malcolm Gladwell's 83 hours. You put in 83 hours on anything and you can master it. I think that's what's happened here. So once you get good at, your knivesmanship or your boatsmanship or whatever, pickle making, whatever you want to do, you'll be so comfortable at it, you won't be afraid of hurting a cat while you do it. So get a close-up here. Can we get a close-up on this? You want to cut it in little strips along your half-cut thing. Make about 8 of those, and then you just let Mother Nature's fury do the work for you, pussy. Happy eating! Set the garlic on the thing, bop it. I like to cut the end off. We've been in production for about 18 years and we're very excited. We're coming up on our 12th year and we couldn't be more happy. Couldn't be more happy. You can just randomize it, really. That ain't the prettiest thing in Dodge, but it'll get you out of town if you want to smell like garlic. Alright, check it out. So we got our pot going. We're going to want it even hotter than that, but I just like to warm it up. Let's kick that fire up to stage 20. Oh, I turned it off. So the pot's getting really hot now. What I like to do is give it a little spit. That was like too much, but... You hear the zazzle? That means you're ready to frazzle and fry. I gotta put this down. That, no one can see that. You get your butter on your thing. Give it in there. Now I was working the camera, had a little trouble, and this whole thing got a little hotter than I wanted it to. Pan got a little hotter, and now I've burnt the butter, and I actually burnt my hand. This is a new pot, and it's not good. Okay, so if this is gonna work, we gotta go with a funky angle, because I gotta use my hands. I got some oil in this pan, it's getting hot. Normally I'd use butter, but I'm all out. Take a look. Hit me up with some butter. Send me butter if you can. I'll put my links to the description in the description below. Okay, so that butter's getting hot. We're gonna put our onions and beautiful little garlics in there. You got your oil going. You want to put these in first because why am I yelling? I don't want to get a copyright infringement. You know what? I'm cutting this too early. Put it in here. I don't know if you all cut these out like this, but I do. Let me know in the description if this is how you get the core out of a jack-o'-lantern mini version. Now be careful, it's going to be full of nature's seeds. Cut up your fucking things. I don't know. One more time. Let me know in the description if that makes you nervous. If you're wondering, you know, it's Jesus. If you're wondering, it's Jesus. You idiot. I don't know what I'm doing at this point. It doesn't matter how you cut this shit up. You're going to eat it all. Sometimes it's nice to have chunky, big vegetables. It makes you feel like a Cro-Magnon again. At this time, I could tell that maybe I need some oil in here. I don't know exactly what oil does, but from observation, it looks like it fills in the little gaps between the food and lets it create more surface area so that it cooks better, cooks more evenly, and then cooks faster. You know, if you guys just want to get a close-up of this at home, I think this is right side up. If you want to get a close-up of that, just a gentle rock, just rock it. So you could start by practicing with socks or big ice cubes or like clumps of dirt or magma. I had a friend that would do this with magma. Now it's time to bring in the bag of meat and bones. When you buy it at the Mexican market, there's no label. There's this label, but this is just a random ass bag. We got this. I don't know what this is. You want to really get in there. This thing doesn't work very well. You got a lot of mass and material here. You want to make sure you season it properly. It looks like a lot, but I'm telling you, you'll appreciate it. Your soup will have more flavor, more passion, and more people will want to bone you because of your chili. That's never happened. I'm going to cut up all these cans and put them in there. Well, guys, I'm exhausted officially. This is looking pretty good. It's been browning up. We're almost ready. I got all my ingredients in this bad boy. I got it turned on to medium/low/high. Actually more of a low setting. And I'm going to dump all this into here, stir it up, add some PCP, and some more seasoning. Like I said, I'm out of crushed black pepper, but that is the bomb. You want to put a lot of that in there. Chili powder? I don't know. Who knows? Experiment. That's the main thing you got to learn about kicking and chickening, going to the kitchen and in life. Experiment. Try new things. No one's going to hate you for it. They'll appreciate you. And maybe you can be friends in the afterworld. You can make all kinds of foods this way. You can make anything, any food you could want, and then you can cook it, and this is what the after looks like, and then you can make a shit.